Good morning, Gertens customers. I'm Tora in the annuals department at Gertens. We're out in the small fruits in the annual lot. Don't forget about us out here when you're getting all of your flowering annuals and houseplants. There's a lot to be seen here. Oftentimes when I have customers out here, they're caught in a quandary of which blueberry. So I hope to ease that burden of decision today. Let's take a look and see what we have on the lot right now. Let's begin with the blueberries. We have a small selection at this time. We have still a good choice for you though, because you need a variety, 2 or more, to have cross-pollination for better fruit production. Blueberries are a must purchase for their pretty bell-like flowers in spring. They have a glowing orange or scarlet color in fall. And in between they have bountiful, delicious fruit. I feel it is just important as having health insurance to have healthy eating. Blueberries give you that delightful nutrient-dense treat, high in antioxidants. It's even been shown to benefit brain function and improve memory. And all they ask in return is provide them full sun, ample moisture, and acidic soil. We're looking at the Haskap. This is an interesting find, the Haskap, or actually often called the honeyberry. There is a wide variety of these that grow throughout the boreal forests of primarily Russia, certainly Canada, and some of the northern European countries, and even northern Japan. In fact, Haskap means little present on the end of a branch in Japanese. They have the color and the texture of a blueberry, but an odd shape, often found to be more longer and thin. They're not uniform in shape, but they are a little bit more sweeter honey flavor than a blueberry. And these also require cross-pollination, so if we only have the one available right now, snatch it up for this year, get it well established, so it's ready for a partner come next spring, and you can have good flowering fruit next year.
How do you get it well established?
Well, it would not have a great deal of needs. It requires full sun. And I would also speak to all of these would do well to get started with a root stimulator, a product I use for all of my planting. And that also aids the root development and stronger growth of the plant. We have some asparagus here. It looks like it is past its edible stage and we're now in its leafing. And this will go into your gardens this year for good production next year. They don't necessarily yield the first year or even 2. It takes about 3 years to have a good crop of asparagus. So get yours started now. Rhubarb also is a lifelong commitment. Once you put that in, you will have pies and bars for years to come and to share with your neighbors. They are super easy to grow in average soil with adequate moisture. And they spread. My personal favorite are the yellows, the fall gold raspberries. So delicious. It may be because they're more of a novelty to me. I have a wealth of the red. In choosing your raspberry, you maybe want to look at, is it a June bearing or a fall bearing, so you can stagger your fruit production and have perpetual yield. High in nutrients also are our grapes. They are great for making all kinds of products, particularly wines. You can choose the direction of the flavor of your wine by experimenting with different grapes. Frontenac is a result of research and breeding by our own University of Minnesota. It's been shown to have great cold hardiness and vigorous fruit production. It also has good resistance to powdery mildew and a near resistance to downy mildew. So many good strawberries to choose from. They need a good sunny patch and they will produce for you. You can have them in a container or a hanging basket or put them right in the ground itself. The Liz has a nice uniform and compact shape and they are bursting with sweet strawberry flavor. to give you some variety in the flavor and when they are fruiting. We also have some Albion strawberry. And I see we are also carrying some multi-packs of Jewel strawberries. That's a large, high-quality berry. It's an everbearing. The everbearing is going to be more perpetual in its fruiting as opposed to arriving at one large yield. So when you bring your plant home, I wouldn't feel good without sending you home with our root stimulator. This is of varying sizes. This is the large or grande. We have an extra large size. Root stimulator will help you with the root development. So you have stronger, vigorous plant, greater green growth. It works for all plants. I'd recommend this for anything that you are planting. When you are planting some of the other fruiting, I would also work in peat moss and compost if you have that available. And certainly when you are doing your blueberries, you'll want to consider your acidity. We have a couple of soil tests that you can find in our lawn and garden section. This one on your left is from Gertens itself, and they partner with an independent lab to recommend products specifically in our store to the measurement that you will require to gear your soil towards whatever you are growing, whether greater alkalinity or acidity. The rapid test is a very easy one to pick up and will also tell you clearly what your soil is comprised of. When you are building your acidity, use a certain amount of peat moss, certainly, and then also this is a great product to use for your blueberries as well. I would recommend you avoid the aluminum sulfate, often recommended to alter your acidity. That will be a little bit more harsh on the plant's roots. So we have a wealth of products to assist your growing here. Come and see us, visit with the experts in the lawn and garden section, and pull us out to the small fruit lot. We'd love to talk to you about your best choice for your situation. Thanks for visiting. We look forward to seeing you soon.